Oh, good guy, Jaedong, or sorry, TLO, goes for the retweet on Twitter. I special place in my heart for players who are willing to help advertise tournament events. But with some pretty cute drone micro on the close mineral patches to start this game off, he might be down one. We'll see if he can bring it back. It's Team Liquid's Green Zerg player, TLO.
Yep, right as the Red Zerg, it's Evil Genius's Jaedong.
Alright, Zombie Grub. Jaedong took that series pretty well. It was one of those classic ZVZs where someone gets ahead and it's so hard to take on that roach number. What do you think TLO could have done differently?
Nothing. I don't even know if not attacking those roaches would have been worth it. You want to note that there's a 9 pool that Jaedong went for, so we're going to be paying attention to that. But like the only other thing that he could have really done to make those lings worth it, because you already developed like so much into it with the Overseer
as well.
Yeah, exactly, that too. When the Overseer scouted, you're kind of like, what do I do now? But like getting into the main, natural, and third and harassing that way was only like a good way to do it. And even then, that might have only gotten like 8 drones, and I don't think that would have been enough. It was all really about surprise. So,
well, we'll see if he has to worry about those problems this game, because Jaedong is open with not only a 10 pool but the gas follow-up.
Yeah, and TLO did open up with his own hatch first.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about this is the worst case scenario. Then that's when we see someone to hold the game. So I'm not going to write TLO off yet, but with Baneling's sure to follow up, this is not fun to deal with. This is one of the stronger and the scarier all-ins when it comes to ZVZ.
Yeah. Now, TLO wasn't so greedy with that pool. He has been going gas, or he went gas, I should say, at least last game, so maybe he'll do it again. Bailing us, of course, for Jaedong gets thrown down. And TLO did see these lings, of course, but you can't tell if it's, you know, just lings or if it's a Baneling S. So you see those Banelings.
Well, soon to dive in here. The question is, of course, going to be how many Banelings does he make? Sometimes we see an over-dedication of too many Baneling eggs, and you don't have enough Zerglings to actually fight TLO's own Zerglings. But because TLO didn't go pool first, the Zerglings are a little bit late to the party, and he's going to have to drone micro for a time.
Where was that drone going?
That's to distract him. There we go. It lives. See? It worked. Nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, full. Proved me wrong. I think he sees a lot more lings in the way, and just like it's got to be Banelings. We throws at a spine crawler just before the Banelings morph. They are not shown, however.
Finally gets a kill. I mean, first blood. Good control out of TLO at this point. But the Banelings are going to be coming at a time to just finish morphing up. But he's got to be so careful with these legs. He needs every single one of them alive. Ducks away. Drone's got to be split. It's one of those situations where it's better to just not mind than lose everything. He's going to try and detonate near the spine cord to get that splash damage on too. But TLO, oh, he's tapping, he's poking, he's chipping away. These queens are doing what he can. He's minimized. He hasn't lost that many drones yet still, though. As long as he can keep that drone count high enough after this, he will recover. But there's still Banelings to worry about. It's going to go off on some of these drones. Big hit goes down. 10 workers killed. Down to 6. But he's got a queen out. He's back to mining, and 6 drones versus 9 with a hatchery above your opponent. I still wouldn't write TLO out of this game just yet.
Yeah, very good control from TLO there. I mean, that's actually really great to see. Jaedong, you know, didn't really. He only got 2 Banelings. That wasn't a whole lot. I think, yeah, what's here? Yeah.
Yikes. I mean, this hold was great, but it's still not over. Jaedong's sending some more across the map right now. He has started to join up a little bit behind this, but again, the drone count's even with the difference of TLO not only being up a queen, but being up an entire hatchery. But don't overextend that queen. This is such a critical thing to hold on to this game.
TLO has an Overlord in pretty perfect position to see Jaedong's forces, to see whether or not a lot of Banelings are on the way. It doesn't quite see that one that's morphing off to the right, but one can only deal with lings, not so much drones. I think that's what he's waiting for. Yep, bait down the lings, try and get them hit by the Baneling. TLO's up falling for it. I mean, he might just lose the hatchery. Whoa. That was a terrible Baneling hit.
Yeah, with the Baneling going off like that, he might not anymore. I mean, the thing is, even if he did lose this hatchery in that attack, I still don't think he'd be out of the game, because Jaedong's hatchery's only just now going down, but he's definitely in a good spot. They kept this alive. Queen's adding a lot of damage in the back end of this. I mean, Zergling fights are so different when it comes to adding in that one Queen, that defensive advantage.
Yeah. Well, Jaedong has caught up in drones so far. TLO has had to defend this entire time, but he's done droning. He goes back 2 lings. He does have that speed done. And now, I mean, he is always going to have the option to just run past whatever TLO has, get into the main and the natural. TLO without Banelings can't really stop that.
Yeah, because he went across the map full bore, he's got nothing at home to stop this. So the hatchery at the natural is going to die, but he's not going to be able to cancel his opponents is the problem. Jaedong has way too many circles here to defend. He's got speed over his opponent too. Yeah, his choice to move out, that's what's going to cost TLO. I mean, he was doing such a great job on the defense, perhaps thinking he was further behind than he was. Good game's going to be called, and it's sad to see him go, but TLO will be the first person knocked out of our group. But a big congratulations goes to Jaedong. He holds on. He's going to have to fight one more TVZ to get